and down the slope and onto the pitch. Mike Shannon leading out England, Alan Hunter leading out Northern Ireland, and the crowd rapturous in their welcome. A really great day for Belfast football. As England and Northern Ireland set out now to wrest the home international championship from Scotland, who won it last year. Well, Alan Hunter, who will be at the heart of the Irish defence, facing, I suppose, Mick Shannon as much as anybody. And now we shall get the national anthem. Now let's catch up on the two teams. Northern Ireland then, with 5 Manchester United men in that lineup: Jimmy Nicholl, Tommy Jackson, Chris McGrath, formerly at Tottenham, Sammy McElroy and David McCreery. Their biggest problem really has been the lack of a consistent goal scorer. No goals at all in the home international championship last season, and they've gambled on the young Tottenham striker Gerry Armstrong to look for the answer there. The manager, another former Tottenham man, Danny Blanchflower. As for England, none of the Liverpool players, no Keegan, no Clements, no Hughes, no Kennedy. Pressure on some of this team now, then, to keep their places. Interesting, I think, to see again a combination of Wilkins and Brooking in midfield. Surprised, perhaps, that there's no room in attack for Stuart Pearson, but Paul Mariner certainly deserving a chance. Not quite a full house, but certainly a very enthusiastic one. And Pat Jennings in the Northern Ireland goal. He hasn't really been in the best of form lately, Pat, but he will need to be so today. The referee in the centre there is Brian McGinley, who comes from Scotland, with two Scottish linesmen, Bill Boyne and Ron Crawford. In fact, they're going to change over. I'll mention the referee again, London Weekend, in case you don't want that toss-up shot. Peter Shilton back in the England side after being deputy so long to Ray Clements. So now we're almost ready to go. Brian McGinley, the referee from Scotland, with two Scottish linesmen, Bill Bain and Ron Crawford, about to get the match underway. England in white will be attacking the goal to our right. But if past history is anything to go by, it'll be England's defence that will need to do most work in the opening minutes or so. Traditional that the Irish always come hard for you at Belfast. Peter Shilton here, getting a good feel of the ball. Slight breeze behind England, and the pitch very hard. Here's Brooking. Back for Mills. Brooking again. And Alan Hunter in for Northern Ireland. Trevor Anderson right there, but Mills a very determined customer indeed, putting the ball into touch. And it's going to be Brian Hamilton, who used to play here for Linfield. Back to Jimmy Nicholl, one of Manchester United heroes last week at Wembley. Dave Watson clearly winning that one in the air. McGrath turning it on. Hamilton turning it in. And McElroy not really getting the right sort of pass there. And Todd under a bit of pressure as well. And Watson and England a little clumsy. And Shilton's got to go for it, but then step back. Hamilton with the header. And Wilkins now maybe with a chance to get that away for England. To Shannon. Cherry. Tremendously noisy crowd. England under pressure in these opening minutes. And a free kick, in fact, to England. Number 9 there, Jerry Armstrong from Tottenham. Massive kick there with the wind behind him by Shilton. Mariner trying to hustle an error out of Tommy Jackson. It's Paul Mariner. 20 goals this season. There's plenty of goals in this England side, but goal scoring, as indeed it has been for Northern Ireland, has been Don Reeves' biggest problem over the last year or so. Shannon playing it back again. Brooking curling another cross in. It doesn't look a bad one either. Oh, and a great save by Jennings there from the number 4, Brian Greenhoff. Well, Jennings showing that his form was pretty good when he really needed it to be there. Cherry now back for Ray Wilkins. Certainly very impressive the way that Brian Greenhoff got forward in the way that he did. Pat Rice heading that one away and the ball going into touch. Well, I must say I was a little surprised to find Brian Greenhoff in the midfield after playing so well in the back 4 for Manchester United, but he got through and got forward so quickly and almost so effectively. Hunter winning that one. But certainly, had it not been for the agility of this man, England would have been one ahead. Rice, a little surprising to see him on the left side of the defence. He's always struck me as a right-sided type of player, but here's McElroy now. Hamilton, Rice. The Green of Ireland coming forward. Anderson trying some tricks and getting nowhere. Greenhoff getting it away. Brooking. Hunter stopping him. Or rather, Jackson. Crowd swelling with noise there. Armstrong couldn't quite control it, and Watson almost gave him another chance. And it's touched in, and a goal given there by McGrath. England badly at fault in defence, and a goal behind after 4 minutes. This is where the mistake came. Watson didn't clear it, and it was touched there by Armstrong, and McGrath, number 7, turning it in. Whether there was an element of offside about it, it was hard to say from that angle, but the Scottish referee had no hesitation in giving the goal. And the man who spent the season in Manchester United's reserves, McGrath, formerly at Tottenham, putting Ireland ahead with only 4 minutes gone. Brooking. Well, let's see how England react to it. They've got a corner. Shannon, number 8 in there. Rice doing a bit of ordering. England needing to come back quickly, playing that wide, Brooking in for Trevor Cherry, digged in there. Oh, and my goodness, it nearly went there for Dennis Tueart, but behind for the goal kick. Interesting break that for England. The corner played wide, turned in nicely by Cherry, knocked on, and Tueart so nearly getting a touch. Mills and Watson getting it away before Anderson, and in fact there was a foul on the Irish number 11 by Dave Watson. No, the throw given, the linesman was certainly indicating a free kick there. And another throw. Anderson, Mills sticking to him, but Anderson did well. Hamilton playing it for Nicholl. Here's Mills. Mariner. Greenhoff. Cut out by his Manchester United teammate Sammy McCreery for Northern Ireland. Well, there's a verve about the Irish at the moment. There always is in the opening minutes of any game here at Windsor Park. And England at the moment looking far from a settled side. Pat Rice, number 3, with this free kick for Northern Ireland. They've got plenty up there in that English box. Hoisted high and deep. Shilton underneath it. Good safe catch. Mills, right-footed forward to his Ipswich teammate. At least that was what was intended for Mariner, but there was a foul by Tommy Jackson. And a free kick to England. Mills with England's free kick. Watson was there, but glancing off his head for the goal kick. Well, Watson certainly partly to blame for that Irish goal. McCreery playing it forward, but Anderson beaten by Watson. But here's Trevor Anderson again, flicked on once more towards McCreery. Greenhoff there. Hamilton. Well, many years those two played together for Ipswich, Mills and Hamilton. Mcllory, back for Hunter. Here's Rice. Armstrong touching that off nicely, wanting it back, showing confidence and getting it back from McElroy. Well, he's gone past Greenhoff, and then suddenly the ball was back at Greenhoff's foot. And here's Mariner, bit of space. Shannon. Good ball. Played for Tueart. Mariner at the far post. Shannon's gone to the near post. But Jimmy Nicholl doing a good job on Tueart. And Ireland get it away again. Here's Nicholl. Anderson. Good turn. Beating Watson easily. Armstrong. And it'll come through to McGrath on the far side. Man who scored the goal. Nice little chip there. Armstrong is there. Cherry. In fact, a badly timed jump there by Trevor Cherry. But I suppose the referee felt that the Irish player was making it back for him. Mariner getting the header in, but it was a fairly desperate one, and in any case there wasn't a lot of support around him. just Shannon. Jackson to Hunter, to Rice. Armstrong playing wide on the left, with Anderson doing the floating into the middle, and McGrath playing away on the right for Northern Ireland. Mariner, Todd. Mariner. Shannon. Greenhoff. Right across the field here to Mills, but Ireland have brought plenty back. Tueart beaten to the chairs there by Jimmy Nicholl. Anderson. Spent his whole season in the 3rd division with Swindon, but looks sharp enough at the moment. Getting the header in here and finding Armstrong. Cherry back to find Todd. Mariner. And cut out by Alan Hunter. Rice. Sammy McElroy. Watson. McGrath. Here's Nicholl. That'll fall for Mariner. Tueart taking it up. Not offside. In fact, he was played onside, Shannon, by Tommy Jackson. There's the cross coming in. Jackson heading it. Oh, my goodness. That could have spun so easily into the corner of the Irish net. But Tommy Jackson kept his head, found the skill. A good cross this, in fact, by Shannon. Hit a little bit lower, bouncing awkwardly in front of Jennings. And Jackson did his work well. But England's corner. And Ray Wilkins of Chelsea with it. Hit there towards Tueart. And another corner. Danny Blanchflower, it's his first game since he became Ireland's manager here in Belfast. Here's another English corner. Hit wider towards Brooking, and the Irish were out quickly, and they got it away. Wilkins turning it back again. Brooking, a well-timed run that found him onside. And it's another corner, but a good bit of covering there by Tommy Jackson. So Brooking played such a big part in keeping West Ham in the 1st division. Really had a very good season, although under such a lot of pressure. In fact, leaving this corner now to Wilkins. Curled in once more there. Jennings using his fist. Greenhoff turning it back. Goal kick. Well, looks contented enough, but he must be a little bit worried, Don Levy. A goal down, 14 minutes gone. And I think we're going to get a change of ball. Pat Rice indicating there, I don't know whether you noticed it, that the ball was slightly out of shape. Well, Pat Jennings satisfied with that one. Such a good save he made early on in the game from Brian Greenhoff's header. Watson winning it well. Brooking just nodding it on. Mariner and Tueart getting in each other's way. And really little semblance of teamwork about England at the moment. Wilkins. Todd. Played for Cherry. Now Shannon. Well, he left a couple for dead there. Into the box. The little shot pass there for Tueart. And here's Greenhoff. Might have had a scoring chance there if he could only have controlled that a little better. as it is, McElroy brings it away for Ireland. Finds Armstrong. Anderson. Back again for McGrath. Well, there was a bit of space there. Armstrong making the run and Shilton out at his feet. .15 minutes gone. Northern Ireland 1, England 0. Wilkins to Mills. Tueart. Mills. Greenhoff. Played wide there in the hope that somebody would be there. Mariner was back on his heels. And another England move breaks down. Armstrong for Hamilton. And a throw for Ireland. Rice's pass cut out there by Tueart, and here's Shannon, and this is the chance, is it? Can he beat Pat Jennings? He was fractionally in two minds. He should have had a corner, and he hasn't even got that. Well, he lost his way there a little bit, Mick Shannon. Having got past Tommy Jackson, he didn't quite know whether to cut inside, left it just that little bit late, and Jennings nicked it away. Mills header. McGrath. Again, hoofing the long one forward. And Shilton there just before McCreery. Well, it looked to me as though Shilton probably took that outside the area, but the referee was well placed and disagreed. Nicholl. McGrath. Nicholl. Free kick to Ireland. Taken quickly, here's Anderson. McElroy looking very tenacious indeed in the midfield, finding Armstrong, who's lingered all the while down this left touchline. Rice onto the right foot, you'll notice, but an instant cross that hits Greenhoff on the arm and gives Northern Ireland the free kick. Right on the corner of the area. Tueart lining up the wall, 3 minutes. Wilkins, Brooking and Shannon. Now Hamilton and McElroy are lining up behind this free kick. McElroy chipping it in straight at the wall, a throw to Northern Ireland. McCreery coming towards him, so too is Brian Hamilton. Here's Hamilton. Turning on Brooking, but Mills covering nicely behind Brooking and finding Tueart. Touched on for Mariner. Back this time for Greenhoff. Well, not much for him to go for, and in the end, a feeble pass going straight to Alan Hunter. McCreery, McGrath and Rice. Putting their passes together much better than England at the moment. And McElroy looking very sharp and industrious indeed in the middle of the field. A foul on him by Trevor Cherry, a free kick to Northern Ireland. McElroy back for Rice. Sammy McElroy. Curled in once more. And now Hamilton, the whistle's gone. The save by Shilton wouldn't have counted. The whistle had gone a good couple of seconds before that for an offside. McElroy again at the heart of things. In fact, it was for foot up there. And indeed, there was an offside against the Irish player in any case. Mills. Shannon, a nice nod on that time for Brooking. Coming forward swiftly from the midfield, and he's got Mariner in the middle, and here's Mariner now. But it was Hunter who got in the way. And again, Ireland get it away, but not all that far. Tueart getting in there. Now they've a chance through McElroy. No, Cherry's there. They've a chance through Rice, but the whistle had gone for a free kick to England. A foul that time by McElroy on Cherry. Sammy McElroy. Tueart. Brooking also there. It's twice Mariner's made a run towards the near post. Now Shannon's making that run, and they've played it across to Mills. And look at this good run here by Wilkins, but caught offside. Here's Nicholl. Only half stopped by Ray Wilkins. The ball coming now for McCreery. Anderson. Hurdling those challenges well, keeping possession well, looking up and finding Hamilton. And now Nicholl joining in with the attack. Another good long cross there, and Shilton's safe catch. Brooking. Man who was left out of the side against Luxembourg, having had a poor game against Holland. So it's a really checkered international career that Trevor Brooking's had in the last few months. Here's Shannon. I get the impression there's a little bit of anxiety about England. They are just that little bit edgy. Not really at the moment in control of themselves, and by no means in control of the game. Hunter for Ireland. Halfway through the first half. Rice playing it for Jackson. Hunter high and forward, and no trouble for Shilton. Todd, Cherry. Chipped in there towards Mariner. Here's Greenhoff. Now Shannon. Nice little touch there from Mariner, back for his captain, Shannon. And Jennings there. Hamilton, Hunter. Rice. McElroy. Brooking, in the end, conceding the throw, but stopping the move. McElroy's throw. Armstrong. Hunter. Everybody bar Pat Jennings in the English half of the field now. Hunter, well, the bump beat him. It's a bit hard out there, and in places pretty bumpy. Actually, Tommy Jackson's done very well in this opening 25 minutes or so. He's stood in alongside Hunter and done a very good job at the back for Northern Ireland. Nicholl. Brooking's header, and Greenhoff's, and Brooking. Shannon, Wilkins, Mills. Ireland at the moment conceding this portion of the pitch, but they've certainly got everybody bar Trevor Anderson back behind the ball. So England have to play it patiently again this time and try to find the way through on the right. Todd to Cherry. Played in again, good run here by Wilkins. But again, that man, Tommy Jackson, was there, forcing him away. Wilkins, a back heel here for Tueart, who's made little impression so far. But got that across well. Mariner's right in there. Brooking, hopeful of getting a header in, but the Irish had no intention of allowing him, and here's Anderson playing it for Nicholl. McGrath. Hamilton. Pushing men forward quickly, Ireland. And Todd intercepting well. And Todd coming forward at pace now. Two defenders because it's Mills outside him. Still with Colin Todd into the path of Shannon. And Mick Shannon has made it 1-1. What a brilliant break there by the defenders, Todd and Mills. There they are, the two of them. Todd number 6, Mills number 3. Mills taking players that way. Shannon coming up fast. First time past Jennings, 1-1. So Mick Shannon, he's got a very good record as England's captain. He captained England once before in New York. 1-1 the score, 27 minutes gone. And that's when England beat Italy 3-2 in the Yankee Stadium after being 2 down. And Mick Shannon scored twice that night as well. Well, he's got the equalizer that England badly wanted. 1-1, and here's Mariner. And in fact, England got men forward so quickly. If Shannon hadn't scored, Mariner, who's on the ball at the moment, most certainly would have done so. Here's Brooking. And now, what have we got? A corner? Dave Watson coming up on this side. You can see him, number 5 there. Mariner's in there, Tueart's in there, Shannon, of course, is in there. Brian Greenhoff's up as well. A few bottles coming down from the crowd at the other end of the field. As that corner comes in, Jennings didn't get hold of it, and it was headed away there, that header by Watson, by Pat Rice. And Tommy Jackson getting the ball again away for Northern Ireland. Well, a bit muddled there. It'll come now for Anderson. Here's McCreery. And now Rice. Mariner right back there. McCreery, I think, making that look a little worse than it was. He was already intent on diving, I think, but the referee decided a free kick for Ireland. The foul by Brian Greenhoff on McCreery. A bit of trouble on the left of the picture, as you can see there. A few bottles have been thrown down out of the crowd. McElroy's free kick headed away by Watson. Here's McGrath. Watson going out there and conceding the corner. Played wide for Nicholl. Played a bit too short there for McGrath to get in. A throw now for England. cheer is not for the football, it's for a troublemaker, a solitary troublemaker in the crowd, who's been hoisted away by the police. Big collision there between Mariner and Hunter was determined to get his head to that ball. Well, an unfair challenge there by Trevor Cherry on Jerry Armstrong. Ireland's free kick, not taken from the right place. And the Scottish referee, Brian McGinley, insisting that it is. Rice with the kick. Anderson nodding it down for Armstrong. Wilkins getting in. Greenhoff to Shannon. I don't think Wilkins will get back to that one. Hunter. McElroy with the throw. Anderson. Hamilton. McCreery being hustled into the error there by Todd. Shannon to Tueart. Bit of space here for Wilkins. England looking a lot livelier and a lot happier after that equalising goal. Wilkins. Shannon. Wilkins again. Patiently played for Todd, who played such a big part in that England equaliser. Mills, who was right up there supporting him, to Mariner. Has he got past Nicholl? Well, he has, and here's Brooking. Mariner again, just dinking one in there to Shannon. Well, that was just a whisker wide. And maybe Mick Shannon should have made a little more of that one. It was certainly a lovely little cross here by Mariner. Inch perfect, and Shannon reaching it first. Getting up so well, but heading it wide. Wilkins. And Cherry back for Shilton. Hunter's header and McElroy's. Here's Anderson. Armstrong. McElroy. And again, Cherry very harsh with that tackling, but he got away with that one. And now Todd finding Wilkins. I think there'll be a bit of treatment now for Sammy McElroy. Well, Trevor Brooking waits because the Irish train has been on. Don Revie must be pleased with the way those defenders came roaring up to support that attack that brought the England equaliser. Good bit of teamwork, that. Well, McElroy's all right. Brooking with the throw. Wilkins. Brooking. Armstrong beating Todd in the air, and Armstrong getting that poor pass from Dave Watson, and Cherry going in hard again. But an infringement there, giving Ireland a free kick. Rice. Armstrong hit high there. Shilton judging it well there in the breeze. McCreery. And Todd. Todd to Mills. Mariner. And now Wilkins. A deep cross there towards Mariner. Ireland have been warming up Martin O'Neill, the Nottingham Forest man. And here's Hamilton. Jackson. Trying to get McGrath on his way. Mills covering well. But a throw to Northern Ireland. 8 minutes to go to half-time. There he is, waiting to come on, number 15, Martin O'Neill. Tommy Kavanagh there with him. What a weekend he had with Manchester United last week. It's Gerry Armstrong coming off. Anderson. Heading low again there, and McCreery couldn't quite turn on it, denied that chance of a crack at Peter Shilton by Dave Watson. So Brian Hamilton with the Irish throw. And a foul there by Brian Greenhoff, which gives the Irish another free kick. Well, Jimmy Nicholl's going to take it. Is this a chance for Ireland to nick another goal before half-time? Shannon with a header that won it for England, and Greenhoff coming away, playing it down here for Paul Mariner. Oh, Rice attacking him very hard from behind. Had to be a free kick. And a word of warning too for the Irish fullback from the Scottish referee. Todd with the free kick. Wilkins. Cherry. Given a very fluid role is Ray Wilkins. And really playing quite well now. Here's Shannon taking on Rice, hoping to get into that box. Nicking it back here now for Trevor Cherry. Good looking cross there onto the far side towards Tueart. And it came to him by way of Nicholl. Wilkins again now on that far side. Mills, England linking up a little better now. Cherry. Ireland with plenty back though. Mills has made a great run forward, taken one or two with him. This one goes towards Shannon, and just too high for Greenhoff. Wilkins going in there. Todd's header. Now Mcllory. And Cherry's challenge. Brooking. Nice little bit of play there between Brooking and Wilkins. Mariner and Tueart are up. Shannon coming up as well. Cross going in there, Shannon with the free header, and again he missed badly there. No wonder he's got his hands on his haunches, because Mick Shannon found himself so free there with a good late run and put in a poor header. O'Neill. Hamilton. Mcllory. Stopped by Greenhoff, but here's Hamilton. Now O'Neill. Jackson. Nicholl. O'Neill. And Greenhoff getting it away to Shannon, stopped by Hunter. Greenhoff. 4 minutes to go to half-time. In towards Shannon, a nudge in the back on the England captain. Scorer of the England goal, and I think it's probably not unfair to say that if Mick Channon had been on form with his heading, he might have had a hat-trick. 2 quite reasonable chances he's missed, and here's Greenhoff. Is this? Oh, he stubbed his foot just as he was about to try and flick it past Jennings from that quickly taken free kick by Mick Mills. Beautiful bit of running, though, by Greenhoff that put him absolutely clear. An England corner, Brooking with it. Flighted high there. Jennings not getting it away, and knocked off the line there by Hamilton from Brian Greenhoff. England now coming much more into this game. Here's Brooking's corner, and Jennings only really half palming that away. Coming down there to Greenhoff, knocked away by Hamilton. Tueart. While England certainly succumbed early on to that quick Irish goal and found it difficult to get themselves going for at least 20 minutes or so. But from the moment Shannon got that equaliser after 27 minutes, they have looked the better side, more together, and it's England now who are creating the chances. Cherry. And now Rice. Greenhoff. Hamilton in there. McElroy finding McGrath. O'Neill finding Nicholl. Well, Nicholl saw the gap and decided to try and exploit it, but England get it away again. Certainly Danny Blanchflower was saying this week that it would be Ireland's intention to open up the game as much as they possibly could. They were aware of their poor scoring record, and they would look for midfield men like David McCreery on the ball at the moment, like McElroy, like Hamilton, to come forward and support as much as possible, and indeed that's what the Irish have done. When they have come forward, they've really come forward in numbers, and at times have looked quite dangerous. Cross charge down again. Nicholl playing it short here for McGrath. Here's O'Neill once more. Nicholl looking for a chance to get that ball in again. It's Tommy Jackson. Played for McGrath. Cherry coming towards him, attacking the ball here, still with McGrath, and Cherry holding him off, and Mills nicking it away, but it's only as far as Nicholl. There's the cross again. McCreery's header just too high for Sammy McElroy, and England bring it away with Ray Wilkins. Brooking. Shannon very lively up front. There's the cross going in, and Shannon at the other end. Now it's with Mills. Mariner. Not a bad cross there. Tueart. A little cushioned header as he tried to find Shannon. Here's Wilkins, who'd come up very quickly. Good cross by him. And nobody from England there. O'Neill gets it away a fraction before Mariner. Here's O'Neill again. Good open game at the moment, this, as we come right on half-time. Todd getting it back to Watson. As the whistle goes for half-time. Crowd enjoyed that, putting their hands together. Chris McGrath having put Northern Ireland ahead after 4 minutes. Mick Channon, England's captain, equalising after 27. And indeed, Mick might have had 2 more to put England well into the lead. But a fast open game, and England looking the better side once they'd got that equaliser, making the better chances than Ireland. But still a long way to go here in Belfast. Thank you. Welcome back then to Windsor Park, Belfast. The second half of this home international game, 1-1 at half-time. Northern Ireland in the green shirts now attacking the goal to our right. A match really of some significance to both sides. A good pass there by Brooking, finding Dennis Tueart. Shannon again waiting in the middle, and O'Neill giving away the corner. Ireland, because they go to a World Cup game in Iceland on June the 11th, and manager Danny Blanchflower saying that they do need to get into the winning habit before they, well, there is Danny, before they get into the World Cup again. England, of course, badly needing to get a consistent, winning, settled side together. And they won't with a header like that from Mariner that falls gently for Pat Jennings. England, of course, after this home international championship, going on a South American tour, and then facing more World Cup games early next season. Foul that time by Dave Watson on Trevor Anderson. And a free kick to Northern Ireland, who really have only 6 victories in 95 years over England. But fighting so hard to get one today. Nicholl clipped forward, although I think they must feel that certainly in the second half of that first period that it was England who looked the more likely side after that shaky start. McGrath made very shaky, in fact, by McGrath's goal. Here's Jackson. McElroy, Jackson again. He's picked up the pace of this international game so well after spending so long in Manchester United's reserve side. Anderson turning it in, and way over, goal kick. Trevor Anderson, and I would have thought that must be a step up for him from the pace of the third division with Swindon to this. Just to play for Manchester United, and Porter down here. In fact, he was born and lived within the shadow of Windsor Park. Well, a misunderstanding there between Wilkins and the number 2, Cherry. And a foul there by Todd, just as Ireland seemed to be getting away through McCreery. A free kick, and I'm not sure, no, I thought for a moment the yellow card was out for Todd, but it wasn't. So Mariner right back there to help with the defence, and Ireland have pushed 1 or 2 forward, including big Alan Hunter on this side of the field. Coming in towards that far post, aim towards Alan Hunter, and Shilton really had to stretch for that one. Beautiful curling little free kick here from Sammy McElroy, and Shilton, aware of the Irishman behind him, tipped it over. Todd getting back into that 6-yard area. Martin O'Neill with the corner now for Northern Ireland. Hit deeper this time, and Greenhoff got the header in towards Tueart. Now, can this be a quick break for England? Tueart for Greenhoff, linking up well. Shannon's way ahead of him, but here are Ireland with O'Neill. Todd coming across quickly to cover, just to stop the momentum there for a moment, and McGrath now finding Jimmy Nicholl. Curled in first time, the early ball. Cherry, no problems. And Wilkins giving England problems. No fouls, referee, and here's Anderson for Ireland. All this really the making of England's sloppiness on the far side of that penalty area. Anderson allowing it to go, they can't get the shot in. Hamilton, McElroy. Well, he's got past Wilkins, brought down, free kick. Greenhoff said it was a dive, but he didn't look it to me, and Shannon talking furiously to his young number 7, saying, get the ball away in those situations. Well, the free kick's coming up in a moment. I hope we can get through this slow motion before it happens. There's the free kick going in, and that time it was Mariner putting it behind. Rice right in there. Ireland now putting England under the whip. Starting the second half just as they started the first. Neill right in there, on the edge of the England area. Here's Anderson, played for Nicholl. Again, the early ball played in, but Cherry's header giving England a bit of breathing space. Mills. And now Todd. Cherry, Shannon, Mills, Tueart's away outside him. Here's Dennis Tueart. Bit of space there for Mills, supported by Wilkins. Here's Wilkins, Cherry on the far side, and Todd. This is Colin Todd. Wilkins again, good, careful, precise passing there until it broke down. Here's Mills again. Mariner, back for Mills. Flick forward again there in the hope of finding Tueart. Hooked away by Nicholl. Mills to Brooking. Tueart. And the feet were high there. An advantage might have been played. It's curled into the net by Brian Greenhoff, but it's all got to come back for the free kick. And it'll be won by Brooking, curled to the far side, because that's where England have gone. Only Tueart is towards the near post. Converging on that far post now. But over the top from Dave Watson. Allen's throw. McCreery to McElroy. A Manchester United combination, and in the middle is Trevor Anderson. Hamilton. And Mills. Gently there for Shilton. Rice. And Jackson back to his keeper. Tueart. Well, Don Revie has got a couple of substitutes up his sleeve still. I'm just wondering if he might conceivably try Stuart Pearson. It's a bit surprising to find him out of the side, or maybe even Gordon Hill to add a bit of breadth to this attack. Nicholl playing it in again, not it on that time. Brilliantly there by Trevor Anderson. Not far away there from another goal to put Ireland into the lead. Nicholl, who's hit some lovely balls in there. Anderson glancing it on, and wide of the goal. Wilkins. Hamilton. In fact, the half-time break has been a bad thing for England. They were well on top right up to the break, and Ireland have revived themselves, and they've found their old fire and spirit, and at the moment they've got England a little worried. Colin Todd calling Mick Mills forward. Shilton, another long clearance. Hunter's header. It'll only fall, though, for Wilkins. A touch for Greenhoff. Todd. Shannon. Mariner really hasn't had a highly successful day. Watson planted forward again. Mariner now, hopeful of getting underneath this one. Tueart with the shot, and Mariner tried so hard to get there and couldn't quite. McElroy. Hamilton. McElroy. McCreery. Rice. Neill. Played for Jackson. Feet were too high there, and McGrath and Mills getting a little involved. Mick Mills saying your feet were high, but the referee has given the free kick to Northern Ireland because Mills's feet were high. And in fact, Mr. McGinley calling both Mills and McGrath together. Well, if looks could kill, I think Mick Mills would have finished off Chris McGrath by now. But a handshake at the end, not a very warm one. And a free kick to Northern Ireland. Jimmy Nicholl. He's crossed in some beautiful balls this afternoon. And there goes another one. Floating in there towards Hunter. Sammy McElroy for Northern Ireland. Hunter supporting on the far side. Here's Hunter. Getting past Cherry with a lot of skill there. Todd not hitting it out, but blocking that one. Hunter again. Supported now by McElroy. Nice little pass here for O'Neill. Ireland really have picked up some steam in the opening 12 minutes of this second half. And Shilton in trouble, and England in trouble, and Anderson with a chance, and they cannot quite get it in. Well, that was a brilliant chance there for Northern Ireland. And Wilkins with a chance to get it away. Shilton in terrible trouble there. It comes now to Anderson. He can't get it in. And in the end, for Ireland, nobody can get it in. Well, the composure and the chances that were coming England's way in the last 20 minutes of the first half, that's all deserted them now. Here come Ireland again through McElroy. The little cross going in, Watson getting it away. Shannon. Wilkins supporting. Brooking right up. Tueart on this side of the field. Now Shannon, wanting to attack his man, to get to the byline. Corner given. I think one or two Irishmen might have felt that was an unfair challenge in the back of Hamilton by Shannon. Here's Brian Hamilton. So Brooking with another of those left-footed curling corners. Shannon's backward header. Oh, and Hunter over his own crossbar. So another corner. And what's happening on the far side there? Hunter, in fact, has got a knock on the side of the head, maybe. And blood streaming down there. Presumably from that a clash maybe that came from the corner. Brian Talbot, meanwhile, warming up for England. So, one Ipswich player here in a bit of trouble, but determined to carry on. And another Ipswich player, Brian Talbot, doing a bit of warming, hoping that he can get on for England. Well, it's another corner for England. me just see on the left of your picture just a moment there of Brian Talbot. Wilkins with the corner, hit high there, and McElroy for Ireland. O'Neill. And England coming back well. In fact, it was big defender Dave Watson on his way back to defend who dispossessed Ireland, and the ball now with Shilton. Shannon's header to Mariner. Brooking up, supporting him. Here's Shannon. Oh, dental put. Oh, some really dainty play there, and a free kick, 2 yards. Alan Hunter claiming that that was a dive. In no way was it a dive, but it was certainly a very dainty piece of play there by Shannon. So Tueart and Brooking are over the ball. 4 men in the Irish wall, joined by Shannon. In fact, it's played for Wilkins to hit one just a foot wide. And while Talbot is warming up for England, Derek Spence is warming up for Northern Ireland. Todd, one of his rare mistakes. Here's McCreery with Anderson in the middle. And some good play there, though, by Colin Todd. It was his mistake in the first place, but he really has looked back on top form for England in defence. McElroy, the short corner. Back from Rice to McElroy again. There's another cross coming in, and McGrath offside. 17 minutes of the second half gone. Good jump by Alan Hunter. It's Todd. Finding Greenhoff. Beaten by Hamilton. Cross towards Anderson again. Todd. Oh, there's a mistake. But he corrected it very quickly, with pace and with power. The whistle had gone for an infringement way back on Colin Todd. Jimmy Nicholl's header, straight to Brooking. There's the shot, the save by Jennings. And a very important one it was too. Brooking making a lot of ground quickly there, Jennings parrying the shot. Now here's McElroy, McCreery in the middle. And so too was Watson for England. Rice, not entirely happy on that left-hand side. He always has to pull the ball back onto his right foot. Nice little bit of play there, and here's Anderson. Hamilton, Anderson. Now, what's going to happen with this one? McGrath with a header. Booted away, though, by Watson. Hills, free kick coming to England. But I must say I couldn't see what that was for. Chris McGrath. Cherry. Hunter knocking it away. England's throw. We've seen absolutely nothing of England's front men in this second half. Talbot about to come on for England. So a midfielder coming on, and Ray Wilkins is the man coming off. I thought Ray Wilkins, in fact, had a very useful first half, but really maybe hadn't quite got to grips with the battle in the middle of the field in this second half. Cherry now for England. Brian Greenhoff, always in the thick of the battle. Shannon trying to get Greenhoff on his way again with that 1-2. And Tommy Jackson again for Northern Ireland. Nobody has battled harder than he. Oh, but they've got it away now. But straight into the arms of Patchins. A little bit of Irish luck there. McCreery, McElroy. Brooking. Curled in again towards Talbot. His first effective touch. One of 4 Ipswich players on the pitch now. Shannon beaten by Hunter. Short ball to Hamilton. Nicholl. McGrath. Jackson. McCreery. And Nicholl again, hitting a nice, clean, crisp ball in there, but straight to Shilton. And a very intelligent throw out that sends Greenhoff on his way. Brooking. Cherry. Tueart right there. Well, he tried to backheel it, but it was dangerously high because Jimmy Nicholl was in behind it trying to head it away. Free kick to Northern Ireland. Watson miscalculating there and has in fact surely conceded the corner. The referee apparently felt that it didn't touch Watson's head, but Dave Watson was going back into a position that suggested that he thought he'd conceded a corner. So Shilton with a goal kick. Mariner leaping mightily there, but he's not really had a lot of support. And in fact, England up front have not looked very impressive, particularly in this second half. Tueart has had little to say. Mariner's not had a lot of support. Shannon has made 1 or 2 very good runs. Shannon. Nice little cross in there. Rice getting it away only as far as Brooking. Nice bit of skill there. He twisted with his body to give himself a yard. And in the end, sheer weight of numbers beat him. But here's Mills. Now Shannon. Flicked on again for Brooking, a lovely ball there. Brooking's cross, and offside. Such a good-looking England move, though, between Shannon and Brooking. offside now against Northern Ireland. Cherry to Todd. Hunter. Bit of a stalemate now in this second half. Ireland's fire coming forward has been met by a bit of English resolution in defence. And a bit of covering there by Brian Talbot, just when it looked as though the other number 15, Martin O'Neill, might get away. Shannon, a poor ball there, giving it to Hamilton. And now Anderson. And here's McGrath. McCreery in the middle and Anderson too. Oh, that only needed a touch, and McCreery wasn't quite forward enough to apply. Tommy Kavanagh, Danny Blanchflower looking at their watches. In fact, there's just under 20 minutes to go. Hunter. And now Anderson. Mariner versus Hamilton. And Jackson, hearing the call from Jennings, back to his keeper. Good throw there by Pat Jennings to Pat Rice. O'Neill up ahead. McCreery up ahead. It's Hamilton. And now Nicholl. Hamilton. Chipped forward to Martin O'Neill. Beaten by Mills, and now with Greenhoff. Mariner's header. In fact, he spent his whole afternoon, and I feel sorry for Paul Mariner, with balls coming at him not very skillfully played. And he's have to making the best of a bad job trying to head them off. Here he is, Mariner. And his heading really hasn't been all that accurate. But he really has lacked a lot of close support from other men up alongside him. And in fact, England forward have looked pretty inept. Well, there's Nicholl with a shot. They're having a go, the Irish, and no doubt about it. Jimmy Nicholl, who's had a fine game in the defence, just a yard wide of that England goal. Well, he had a marvellous game last week at Wembley too, for Manchester United. There's Mariner again with one of those leaps, and again it's not getting England anywhere. Anderson. Danny Blanchflower on local television last night was a bit downbeat, saying that Ireland only win about 5% of their games and would regard themselves very much as the underdogs. But here's a game that is here for the winning. They've certainly got the measure of England in this second half, after looking as though they might fall apart in the last quarter of an hour of the first half. Jackson. Nicholl. Good jump again by Watson, always likely to beat McCreery in the air. Here's McGrath. McCreery. And Watson hard after him again. No nonsense about that, and it's a foul. Jackson, McGrath, Mills. Mariner. And Cherry to Greenhoff. The long ball played hopefully forward in the hope at any rate of getting Shannon on his way. Brooking. Now Brooking with a chance again to curl those crosses in, which always had the Irish under pressure, although for some reason Dennis Tueart seemed to half stop in his tracks. And Derek Spence, who's been warming up hopefully for about a quarter of an hour, it seems, At last he's going to get on. Trevor Anderson, the crowd don't like that. And I'm surprised myself because he has looked very skillful indeed in the centre of the Irish attack, Anderson. But he's off. And Derek Spence of Blackpool is on. No mistaking him. Talbot. Just under a quarter of an hour to go. 1-1. Shannon. That went through the legs of Hamilton, and Brooking playing it off for Talbot. There's the shot, stopped by the legs of Jennings. Talbot now finding his Ipswich teammate Mariner. Stopped though again by another Ipswich player, Alan Hunter. McCreery for Ireland to Nicholl. Well, Pat Jennings is one of these goalkeepers. They say he's leg conscious, and Talbot had a lot of time to size up where he was going to put that shot. And the legs of Jennings saved Northern Ireland. Mills. Jackson. And Tueart beaten to the ball there by Jackson. England's throw, well taken by Tueart. Shannon now. Shannon going a long way, and again stopped there by Alan Hunter for Ireland. Brooking with a chance to play it wide, which he now takes and finds Cherry. Talbot. Cross coming in again towards Greenhoff, just over the top. Nicely flighted cross here by Brian Talbot. Looking up, picking up his man. Good piece of running by Greenhoff, but not quite getting over the ball. Well, that very nearly fell from Rice for Shannon. Jackson away, free kick. A foul on McCreery by Watson, not the first of the afternoon by any means. Very tolerant referee from Scotland, Mr. McGinley. And Nicholl with the free kick. O'Neill. Talbot coming with him. O'Neill looking sharp and getting away. There's a good little cross. Shilton's got to be equal to that, and he is. As there were green shirts at the far post that could have spelled danger for England. Good work by O'Neill. Lovely cross coming up now. And just look at the green shirts at the far side waiting for the error. But Shilton didn't make one. Talbot now for England. 12 minutes to go. Well, offside against Shannon. Now Nicholl. Oh, beating Shannon. And he enjoyed that, and so did the crowd. Shannon didn't share their pleasure. Mills getting it away. Hamilton for Ireland. And Shilton behind it. Greenhoff. Mariner bundled off the ball there by Hunter. A throw given to Ireland. Spence flicked there. And a foul by Greenhoff on McElroy. One Man United player on another. But no love lost when it's England against Northern Ireland. And McElroy with the free kick. He's found Hamilton. Straight to Shannon. As we come to the last 10 minutes, this well-balanced match is now there for the snatching. Tueart. Running at Hamilton. Looking to get to the byline. And a corner for England. Trevor Brooking will take the corner again. They've brought up Dave Watson once more. Talbot is lurking on the edge of the box. Plenty of English shirts inside the box. And Jennings missed his punch there again, but Mariner couldn't close quite quickly enough. Todd now. And a throw to England. Clouds coming up now. The wind is getting up a little bit as well. And Jennings for Ireland. Spence. Nicholl. Certainly nobody has played better today for Ireland than Jimmy Nicholl. Here's Rice. Bit of space there. Hamilton hit first time and hit well, but wide. Always curling away from the post there, but he hit it first time. Rice playing the ball into the path of Brian Hamilton, hit first time and safe for England. Hamilton, or rather Hunter, misjudging that header, but Nicholl getting it back. Well, Spence hoping to get in behind Todd. Todd didn't know where that ball was. Watson did, though. And a good bit of play by Dave Watson. Shannon, the touch for Brooking. Got Tueart away outside him. Talbot's got into the middle, and that won't get to him. O'Neill stabbing it wide here for Jackson. Back to Jennings it'll go. McCreery for Ireland. Spence. Hamilton. Spence. Deep cross again there. McGrath is right there. And Mills for England. Shannon. Tueart. Really had none of those electrifying wing bursts by Dennis Tueart this afternoon. Are we going to get one here now? No, it goes off Alan Hunter. So a corner for England. About 6.5 to go. Watson up, Greenhoff up. Talbot's there. Mariner's right in there. So is Shannon. Brooking with the corner, curled right in there. And it'll come to Brooking again, kept in play. There's the cross once more. Watson with the header, straight into the arms of Jennings. Todd, Talbot, Tueart battling to get the ball there, Talbot as well. 3 Irishmen hustling around him, and still Talbot fights on. Greenhoff doing a bit of battling on his own now. McCreery after him. And Watson back to Shilton. Mariner's header. Hunter chased by Shannon. Mariner. Handball there, surely, yes, indeed it was, by Hunter, who's down. No, it's not he who's down, but it's a free kick for England. So a slight delay while we get some running repairs to the Irishman. Well, they've been up on the roof of that stand practically the whole afternoon, getting a view of Pat Jennings. And a home international game that's fallen away a little bit in this second half. Brian Hamilton, the injured man, okay again. After a really exhilarating first half with a lot of good open football. And Brooking with his free kick. Watson with a header. Shannon's right in there, so is Mariner. Played back again, and Nicholl just touching that one away to McCreery. And Ireland really were in a good deal of danger there. How it came about. It was a good header there by Watson. Mariner was right in there, and if that had fallen to an England foot, it would have been curtains for Ireland. Talbot now taking that header from Shannon. There's his cross going in. Tueart going in there with a header. Dennis Tueart for England. Almost silent here in Windsor Park, because England have snatched it with 4 minutes to go. The cross coming in, the diving header by Tueart, Jennings helpless, and England ahead. Prize now of Ireland from the crowd, but England have only to hold out for another 3 minutes to come away with a smash and grab victory, when for most of the second half, if anything, it looked as though it might be Ireland who put an end to this long and dreary record of going 50 years here without beating the English. So, can Ireland do something about it now in those few brief minutes that remain? O'Neill with the throw. And Tueart closing him down there. Had a really quiet game, but it's he who might well have the last word. A corner for Ireland. Conceded there by Trevor Brooking. McGrath with a corner for Ireland. Well, it was the Irish who got this game underway with a goal after 4 minutes, and it could well be England who finish it off with a goal just 4 minutes from the end. O'Neill. Nicholl again, a nice cross there, but Shilton gathering it. Well, a poor kick there by Shilton, but it goes to Tueart. Mills. McCreery nodding it down for the impeccable Nicholl, finding Spence, hooking it on again towards McCreery, and Mills getting it back with great confidence there to Peter Shilton. Ireland's last win over Wembley was over England was at Wembley in 1972. And I think they're going to have to wait another year to gain another one. England, who play Wales at Wembley on Tuesday. Ireland go on to Hampden Park on Wednesday night. Shannon cutting out that pass, and a poor one by Tommy Jackson. There haven't been many of those this afternoon. Brooking. And the Irish now just unable to lift themselves for the last big effort that's required. Here's Tueart getting to the byline again, the cross that doesn't even trouble Pat Jennings. And in fact, overall, I get a distinct impression, really, that a draw would have been perhaps a fairer result. But it's England who've got this vital second goal through Dennis Tueart there. A throw then to Northern Ireland with Martin O'Neill. In the last minute of the game now, Nicholl for Ireland. Spence trying to get up well there. Oh, and a tremendous save by Shilton. Well, he really saved England there. Nicholl again, the architect, with one of those lovely crosses. The header not getting away very well. Caught on the half volley by McGrath. Brilliant goalkeeping by Shilton. Well, a man who said he didn't really want to play for England again. He was fed up with roaming the world as an understudy for Ray Clements. Don Revie implored him to come back into the reckoning again. Shilton said OK, and I think at that very moment Don Revie must have been delighted that he did so. A brilliant piece of goalkeeping at a crucial moment as we go into injury time. Tueart. Talbot. Here's Greenhoff. Played back for Trevor Cherry. Referee looking at both linesmen, looking at his watch. And it's over, and it's victory for England. After Ireland had started so well, with their goal after only 4 minutes by McGrath. Shannon having scored for England after 27. Dennis Tueart getting the winner with 4 minutes to go, and Peter Shilton saving England just after that. In fact, Don Revie has gone onto the field to shake the hand of Peter Shilton as he comes on. Victory for England. As I said, the flags are waving. Good to see international football back here in Belfast. Sad for them that the result should have been the way it was, and particularly there for Danny Blanchflower, the Irish manager. But he'll find a way around it, and he'll get a side together here, you can be sure of that. Final score then here at Windsor Park in Belfast. There's the man who got the winner. Northern Ireland 1, England 2. Yep. Right. And it's... Yeah, it won't be dead though, Bobby. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so, no. I wouldn't have thought so. It's coming on to rain now, too.